In this video, I'm going to show you how to remove a nail without damaging the wood. Now, there are only 3 methods in existence to remove a nail. You've got 3 options. You've got option 1, you try and pull the nail out. So I've got a bar here and you're just trying to pull the nail out back the way it came in through the top of the surface. That's one method to remove a nail from a piece of wood. The other method is if you're trying to remove a piece of wood like a floorboard from a floor joist, is to get a flat knife in as close as you can to the fixing. Just want to get your flat knife in there. I always like to carry 2 flat knives and then I can work them along the piece of wood, and then you lever those and then you get a chisel in behind. That's another way. And then you have the option of knocking the nail back through or pulling the nail out from behind. And your third option, if you can't get in and you can't remove the piece of wood, is to knock the nail straight through. So to do that, I've got myself a selection of these punches. These are really handy. I'll pop a link to these in the description. But these are different to normal punches you might have seen before that have got this kind of shape. The problem with these is as you're trying to knock the nail through, it widens the hole. Whereas these will punch the nail straight through, and you can select a punch that's slightly smaller than the head of the nail, punch the nail straight through, and then you can simply just lift your board straight off. So I'll show you how this punch works now. So rather than pulling the nail out from the top, we're going to send the nail straight through, and we're not going to cause any damage to this face. We're just going to send the nail in the direction it came. So that punch is a little bit too wide, so we'll select a smaller punch from in here. So that looks like a good one. Place it on the head of the nail, punch it in first with a hammer, and then all we're going to do is send this nail right through. If you want, you can put a little mark on the top here to how deep you want your nail to go into the piece of wood. I always like to punch these, you want to punch them to about this depth. That way when you lift your board off or you trim off, your nail's still accessible from the other side to pull out the joist. So we're just going to check how deep that is. So yeah, we're going to punch this nail in up to that line. We're happy with that. Same on this one. And then what we can do is get our flat knife in there, lift our board off. As you can see, because we didn't punch our nails all the way through, they're still accessible. And then all we need to do is take our bar. We've got this little set from Amazon. It comes with a bar and a few other bits of things. If you are trying to pull a nail out through the top, then I would recommend starting off with a pair of tack lifters. And then what you want to do is take your tack lifters. You always want to use the sacrificial packer here, and this will just protect the face of the wood. Get it started, get your nail started with your tack lifter. Then I always like to go in with either a pair of pincers to get it going a little bit more. If you want a little bit more leverage, you can use a claw hammer. If you want more leverage still, then I recommend using a crowbar or a jemmy bar to finish off or pull out larger nails. So I hope that's shown you 3 successful methods to remove a nail from a piece of wood. You can either pull it back out, you can either punch it back through, or you can get a flat knife in, prise the 2 apart, and then pull your nails out from behind or knock them back through. If you want to keep the piece of wood, I always pull my nails straight through once I've got it freed. If I'm not too bothered, then I'll knock my nails out back the way they came. But always remember, when you knock your nails out, you run the risk of damaging the face side, whereas if you punch your nails through, you're not going to damage this top side. All the tear out's going to be on the back. If you have other useful techniques to remove a nail, let us know in the comments. If the video's helped you, drop us a like. And if you want to be updated with more DIY tips, then feel free to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.